This podcast is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Buy one Dora window and get another Dora window at 40% off plus $200 off your project. That's at no money down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. Call 717-727-7558 or visit rbacentralpa.com/deals to get on this deal before it ends October 31st. Emergency services in the western part of the state are strained. Meanwhile, there's some criticism against that added Amtrak service between New York and Pittsburgh. A man stole thousands of dollars with a fake lotto ticket. In that same vein, Pennsylvania is one of the luckiest states for Powerball. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in a PA. EMS in the western part of the state finds itself struggling, reports the Tribune Review. Many services in the area are strained by a near lack of funding, both at the state and municipal level, as well as private donations, pushing many to be on the brink of folding. The biggest culprit, many claim, is low insurance reimbursements. Life support services, for example, cost over $1,000, but an EMS crew might only get $300 of that back. Plus, the industry's workforce is shrinking, with a lot of people pointing to the job's low pay in comparison to its very long hours. Salary.com puts the average EMT salary at around $15 to $17 an hour, or roughly $36,800 a year, less than those who work at a Sheetz or Five Guys. So far, officials say there's no immediate, simple fix to this issue. Some ideas that have been put forward include insurances increasing those reimbursements, and for more grants to reimburse tuition for those getting into the field. An agreement between Norfolk Southern and Amtrak has led to an expansion in Amtrak service between New York City and Pittsburgh from once daily to twice daily, reports the Center Square. And while some are praising this $200 million state investment as a win for commuters, and for those looking for infrastructure and safety improvements on rails, the Allegheny Institute for Public Policy is criticizing the move. According to the Institute, specifically Executive Director Frank Gamrat, the added service should be paid for by the rail company itself, not state residents. Says he, quote, "If this makes good business sense to the rail company, it should pay the freight and pass it on to their customers and not pick the pockets of Pennsylvania's taxpayers." On top of that, numbers show that ridership on Pennsylvania Amtrak routes has been falling since 2015, with the pandemic making it worse, although there has been a slight recovery based on the numbers from last year. Adds Gamrat, quote, "Upgrading safety measures to prevent derailments is a worthwhile investment, but these rail lines are privately owned. Norfolk Southern will be reaping the benefits and should be required to perform maintenance and upgrades." The gambler is still running afoul in York County, states the York Daily Record. A man used a fake lotto ticket at the Dillsburg tobacco outlet over the weekend and made away with about $4,000. Police are still looking for and trying to identify the man, who appears to have worn a wig at the time, if you look at the security camera footage. Anyone with any information is urged to please contact Carroll Township Police. Going off of that, Pennsylvania is supposedly one of the luckiest states for Powerball, says PennLive. OLBG, an online betting guide, tapped into 20 years worth of Powerball data to see how each state shaped up with winnings. Pennsylvania actually topped the resulting studies list for having the most total jackpot winners, with 18 in all. To all you Powerball players out there, good luck, and please don't use fake tickets to get money. That wraps up today's episode. For all the latest news, visit PennLive.com. Also, please remember to rate this podcast in either Apple or Amazon, and to leave it an honest review if you'd like. Thanks ahead of time, and as always, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and I'll be back again tomorrow for another round of Today in a PA. This podcast is sponsored by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania. Buy one Dora window and get another Dora window at 40% off plus $200 off your project. That's at no money down, no payments, and no interest for 1 year. Call 717-727-7558 or visit rbacentralpa.com/deals to get on this deal before it ends October 31st.